Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking about a name you probably know. Boeing. Founded way back in 1916, Boeing was a titan of aerospace, a key player in NASA's golden age, even helping send humans to the moon during the Apollo missions. But in today's fast-paced space race, this sleeping giant seems to be struggling to wake up. The clearest example of this is a project called Back in 2014, NASA wanted new ways to get astronauts to the International Space Station, or ISS. They awarded contracts to two companies, SpaceX for their Crew Dragon, and Boeing for the Star. The idea was to have redundant, American-made options for crew transport. While SpaceX was building both its rocket and capsule, Boeing's Starliner is just the capsule itself. To get into orbit, it relies on the Atlas V rocket, which is built by United Launch Alliance, a joint venture between Boeing and Lockheed Martin. This setup, using different suppliers for different parts, is a bit like building a car with an engine from one company and a chassis from another. Plus, neither the rocket nor the capsule is fully reusable, which makes every launch pretty expensive. So, how has it gone for Starliner? Well, not exactly smooth sailing. The very first uncrewed test flight in 2019 ran into a major software glitch. A timing error caused the spacecraft to fire its thrusters at the wrong time, burning way too much fuel. It missed its chance to dock with the ISS, and NASA had to cut the mission short. It was a serious setback. Boeing spent the next year and a half working on fixes to make sure it wouldn't happen again. Just when they were ready for a do-over in 2021, more problems popped up. First, an unrelated issue on the ISS caused a delay. Then, when they were finally on the launch pad, engineers discovered that 13 crucial valves in Starliner's propulsion system were stuck. They couldn't get them to open. The launch was scrubbed, and the spacecraft had to be sent back to the factory for more repairs. These repeated delays and technical hiccups have turned Starliner into a source of frustration, especially when you look at SpaceX, which has been flying astronauts regularly for years now. Boeing had hoped Starliner would be a triumphant return to form. But instead, it's become a symbol of the company's struggles to keep up. But it's not all bad news. Starliner does have some cool features that set it apart. For one, it's designed to be completely autonomous, able to dock with the ISS without any manual input from the crew. That's a pretty advanced capability. More importantly, it's designed to land on solid ground, using a combination of parachutes and giant airbags. Starliner can touch down in the desert, much like Russia's Soyuz capsules. This is a big deal, because landing on the ground is generally cheaper and easier for recovery teams than fishing a capsule out of the ocean. No need for a fleet of ships and helicopters. So, what's the final verdict on It's definitely not the trailblazer that Crew Dragon is. It's been plagued by delays, cost, overruns, and technical gremlins that have seriously damaged its reputation. However, it's not a complete write-off either. The unique ground landing system and its role as a backup for NASA mean it's still an important piece of the puzzle for human spaceflight. For Boeing, Starliner represents a critical test. If they can finally iron out all the kinks and get it flying reliably, it could help restore some lost confidence. But until then, it remains a powerful reminder that in the high-stakes world of space exploration, even giants can stumble. Thanks for watching, everyone. What are your thoughts on Boeing and Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on all things space. See you in the next one.